Ella would be worn out before she reached the corner there because she was a 9-year-old Great Dane. I mean, Great Danes are the heartbreaker breed, they call them. You know, so they usually only last 8 or 9 years tops. And she was 9 years old when she was here. And the idea that, you know, that she ran 1.8 kilometres on this terrain, and this part of the terrain is actually very nice. But once you get up that track there, it's, you know, very, very rocky, sharp rocks, hard rocks. And a big old Great Dane running 1.8 kilometres on it, just, yeah, didn't happen. We have been here, I can't remember how many times, but let's say a dozen trips, and therefore, you know, 30 odd times in this spot. I don't think I've seen a kangaroo here. I know Rick said that when he was doing his searches he might have seen a couple, but I haven't seen one here. And interesting, when I was up here with the Wiluna guys last year, you know, you do the old around the campfire chat, and because Richard in particular works with Aboriginal communities in Wiluna, and he said the Indigenous perspective of this area, they actually call it the dead zone because there is such low wildlife in this area. So, and it's probably to do with the fact that there's very little for the wildlife to eat. You know, there's no, I think there might be grass here over the you know, autumn or spring months, but other than that, it's very, very dry and barren. So yeah, you hardly see any wildlife here. And you know, it's not like she hasn't seen a kangaroo before. I don't think they're any different here than they are anywhere else. That report that the Landsarg, you know, Senior Sergeant Whitehead, the report that he did to review the Landsar search, I can't tell you how fucking angry we are about that, because that was on that basis. So his report was on the basis that Ella ran from camp, Ray and Jenny jumped on the quad bike, Ray without his shirt on, so they were sitting around at the camp table, Ray was sitting there without his shirt on. They must have jumped on the quad bike together, rode 400 metres on a quad bike chasing an elderly Great Dane, somehow disbanding it there, and then chasing her another 1.2 kilometres on foot from there, and then accidentally falling down that mine shaft. I mean, how you can write that report and fucking sleep at night, just, you know. And that was a month after they found Ray that he put that report together. And after that report got put together, they organised a new search to the east for Jenny. So they brought another 50 cops up here because he did his report based on that scenario, right? And then they had to determine whether the correct radius of that area was searched for Jenny. And he said, well, she could have, you know, like based on lost person behaviour, she could have gone a certain distance more. both Ray and Jenny's kids separately said, when they were said, did you have a habit of chasing wildlife or did you have a habit of running away? And it's like, well, no, not at all. It wasn't her nature at all. So we sort of knew about that side of it, but to hear it drummed out and trying to, play that out in court was just unbelievable. Especially from the Lansar point of view, because they essentially based their search on that idea that Ella had ran off and they'd chased her. And I think Dr. Reynolds put it best on that UI episode. The only person, literally the only person that has said that Ella was badly behaved was the last person to see Ray and Jenny alive.